Do you know the difference between a BNC connector and a banana plug?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Get that you're still kind of learning this electronics repair stuff, but seriously, how long have you been using a multimeter?
Well, I guess like since I was a kid.
What's up, everybody? Code Slinger here. And when I'm not slinging code, I'm doing this electronics hobbyist thing, and I'm really excited today because I finally decided to do away with the extreme frustration of having 17 and a half alligator clips on my workbench at the same time, standing on three toes and using my teeth to hold one wire with a pair of tweezers between two of my toes. All those sort of gymnastics that you go through when you want to test uh, things on a circuit board. And so I spent the money and got myself a test lead kit that should theoretically make life a little bit easier, and make the electronics hobby a lot less like a game of Twister. So let's dig into this thing, because I have gotten away with kind of like makeshifting a lot of this stuff for so long, and I really don't know why I didn't buy one sooner, because it gets really annoying. At some point, you kind of feel like you need three hands. And now there's one thing that I am a little worried about with this kit. Don't know if it's actually going to work the way I hope, but let's just kind of see what all this comes with. So, okay, so the first thing is, this is kind of like the base set of probes. So I think a lot of these kits kind of work that way, and I don't know if I'm going to like that or hate it, honestly. So from here, I think you basically just you know these go into your multimeter, and then this is where you sort of plug in like kind of like the different things in the kit, which I guess makes sense, because otherwise it would have to come with like a whole bunch of sets of leads, which would be more expensive. So I think first we'll just look at so here's the regular leads, and then these come off. So, but it's pretty sharp, but it's kind of thick. So I don't know, it would depend on your use case whether you would consider that a positive or a negative. I like the thin. This is the kind of leads that I generally like. These very thin, very sharp. I just find these really good for electronics. And these are the leads that came with this from DMT99, which is an awesome multimeter. So let's just go ahead and take the factory leads off for a minute, especially because that was set up to measure current. And we'll go ahead and we'll just plug. And they've got little protector caps on there too. Oh. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Yikes. I mean, I think it'll still work fine. I just was a little, just got jostled in shipping or something. I don't know. Yeah, they fit good. They fit tight. And then we'll just put these on here and kind of, they have protective caps too. I mean, they feel good in my hand. They feel pretty. They're longer than a typical set of leads, I think. Let's compare. And you wonder if these aren't all made in the same factory, but so they're a little longer, which I guess I don't love that. But again, I didn't really buy this kit for the leads. It was the accessories that I wanted. So I guess we can kind of prove to ourselves. Let's put this on auto so I don't have to mess with it. I'm gonna leave the yeah. So I mean, they work. I don't really know what else you would say about them. I mean, again, they feel good. The ergonomics, as far as the rubber and stuff, I mean, it feels very typical of a set of leads, and I think I would probably take these off if it were me. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take these off because I'm not as interested in those. So first thing that I'm interested in, and that this is the thing that I'm a little bit worried about, are these alligator clips. This is one of the reasons I really wanted this. And I kind of don't, that some of the more expensive kits, these will have their own, they'll plug in with a BNC. I guess that's a BNC connector type. This is a banana plug. But these, you have to connect them to the lead, so it's kind of inexpensive. And so my concern is that if I'm wanting to get this into a tight spot on a board somewhere, that especially on some like a vintage transistor radio, that it may not cut the mustard too well. But the alligator clip, I like the fact that it's insulated real well on the end, so it doesn't look like it would short to other things. Really is able to grab that small lead there quite well, actually. I mean, it really hangs on. Like, I have to really pull to kind of get that to come off on accident, so to speak. So yeah, that's feels pretty good. I wonder if these have any resistance. Probably nothing that we would measure here. I mean, yeah, maybe that may not be as bad as I thought, and it does shorten up the lead quite a bit to have them. So it may not work for all use cases, but it's very handy. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I wanted these, and I'm sure that you're probably interested in them for the same reason. Is a lot of times, especially when I'm measuring current, I need an alligator clip on one side, and so what I would have to do is I would have to take my probe and put an alligator clip here, and then so you basically just add another wire to the mess of stuff already on your workbench. So that's kind of why I wanted these, mostly for measuring current, but really just anything to free up an extra hand. So let's look at this now. These are going to be super useful, and the ones of these that I've been using, they're real cheap ones, and they kind of have like an alligator clip on the end, so that you can connect them onto whatever you want. And I like these because they go straight in. Obviously, they go straight into the multimeter, and I think that's going to really be nice. I use this style of whatever you call it, test connector. I use them a lot on vintage radios. So what I'll do is a lot of times I'll hook. I'm going to go ahead and take these leads out. I'll hook one of these onto, for example, the leg of a Oh, those don't go straight. My mistake. They don't. Yep, they don't go straight into the. I thought they did. I was getting excited, but they don't. They're no different than the other ones in the kit. They have to connect to the yeah. Plug these back in. Jumping the gun. So that's not the end of the world, I guess. I'll go ahead and take alligator clip one off. Take the other one off. So it's interesting because they do have wire on them. So it's not like this part just goes into here. You do have extra wire. So that's actually kind of good because now you've got, gosh, that's like probably 4 or 5 feet long if I had to guess. So that's very nice. And I like how small these are. I mean, honestly, the smaller the better. Looking through the camera there, but yeah, that's very, very nice. And the way I would typically use these is I'll usually hook one side to something. So for example, I might hook to ground or positive, or I might hook to the leg of a transistor or something. And then what I would do is I would have a lead on the other side, and then that way I could kind of probe around and check for continuity or voltage or whatever. So I probably wouldn't use 2 of these at the same time, although there's definitely situations where I would. A lot of times, if it's a resistor or something like that, you're kind of better off checking it out of circuit, obviously. But I could see where this would still definitely come in handy to have 2. That is so awesome. I mean, it's just the little things that make this so much easier. And this kit wasn't expensive. I mean, it's I almost got a more expensive one, but I'm kind of a frugal guy. But yeah, they feel like they would last. I mean, they don't feel cheap. And they don't feel necessarily really expensive, but the springs feel good. This is kind of like it's like a silicone almost on all the insulation on the. It feels very standard multimeter type. There's nothing abnormal about it as far as the quality. It's not extra good quality or lacking in any quality. It's just what you would expect. So you also get these. So is this to pierce wires with? I'm not 100%. Yeah, I believe this is to pierce wires. Yeah, it's very freaking sharp. So that I've seen other ways to pierce wires, but this is kind of a cruder way, I guess. But does that just go onto there? No. I mean, it looks like it should, but I can't get it to go. Okay, I did figure out, and this, I don't know, I was making this too complicated, but the first time you put it in there, it's just a little bit of a pain. You kind of gotta like line it up just perfectly. But yeah, it's just as simple as that. But you do have to take this off, so person might want to have a Ziploc bag or some container where you keep all these little extra pieces so you don't lose them if that's something that you care about. But that's how that works. I'm not really sure that I would actually use this too much, but who knows. I'll go figure out how they work. I'm going to set them aside, and then we'll look at the tweezers. Now, these are pretty interesting. Now, they have connectors, so they actually do plug into. I mean, at least it looks like they do. Knock on wood, I think they do plug into the multimeter. Get these little covers off. Yep, they do plug in to the multimeter. The cord is shorter on these. Seems like it's a little shorter, but doesn't feel inadequate, but it is a little bit shorter. So if that was actually soldered in, I mean, that might be a bit wide. Nah. I'm not getting anything. Why am I not measuring anything? Okay, well, there's a diode. I don't know if you can. Let's put it in diode mode, I guess. Okay. Oh, so it does work. Continuity. Yeah, it works. I mean, so you know they'll go pretty wide too. I mean, and they're sharp, but they're not. Well, they're not that sharp, and I don't think you would want them to be. I mean, I wish I could tell you that I thought the ends of them were super durable, but I don't. I mean, they look like they're made more like copper or something, very conductive, which is good, but they feel like they could bend pretty easy. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to put anyone off of buying them just over that. I mean, they feel like they would last for a really long time. I don't know that they would last forever, but probably not a big consideration here. So, yeah, I guess Code Slinger, Code Sloan, and hopefully y'all come back to the channel and check out some of the actual electronic repairs and PCB design and stuff that we're going to be doing in the future.